Hi there and welcome to this short video practice where I'm just going to give you some pointers on how to deal with stress and anxiety. Now if you suffer from panic attacks, I'm going to show you my first method for that. It's quite simple and it's quite effective. So what you want to do is you want just a simple tennis ball, and then whenever you feel a panic attack coming on, what you want to do is just transfer the tennis ball from one hand to the other and just start to focus. Take your gaze to the ball. And then once you get your momentum going, you want to see if you can make sure that hand is going over the midline of your body. So you're just bringing those hands as if you're coming into prayer position, but just at that last minute, you're releasing the ball. And what this does is, it stimulates your brain into left side, right side of brain, encouraging any panic attack to stop in its tracks. So if you're really feeling that panic attack coming on, I know what it's like, and it's not very helpful when someone just says, just breathe. We all know that we need to breathe when we're having a panic attack, but this really will help you get out of that fight and flight situation. The next thing that we're going to look at is we are going to look at box breathing. So come to sit down. I'm sat in hero's pose. So I'm just sat on a meditation cushion with my knees either side like that. You can come into cross-legged, or if you've got problems with your knees or your hips, just come into an easy pose and maybe pop your back up against a wall. Now here's Bonnie for a cuddle. So when you pop your back up against a wall, that really encourages the spine to be straight. So I just want you to get yourself comfortable in whichever position that you've decided you want to be in. And then we're going to do what's called box breathing. All right, Bonnie. Good girl. So we're going to inhale the breath, and you're doing this through the nose. So you're inhaling for 4. So inhale, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. All through the nose. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you repeat. So you imagine you're going around in a box shape. So close the eyes, and I'll do one round for you so you can hear how it sounds. So it's inhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold, 3, 2, 1. So you just keep going like that. Imagine that you're moving around a box as you're breathing in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and inhale, and hold for 4. So it's your hold, your inhale, your hold, your exhale. So that's one method you can do. Now what's quite good is if you then take that breath to the belly. So this isn't really very helpful, is it, having Bonnie here? So take your hands to your belly and pop your hands on your belly. And then what I want you to do, when you're breathing in, really fill your hands with your belly. So really push that belly out. And then when you're breathing in, exhale, draw that belly all the way back. And if you're sat against a wall, this can be quite useful. So inhale and exhale. So you should feel your spine against the wall, moving up and back. So inhale, belly just comes right up into the hands. And then exhale, allow that spine to really relax. You can try that lying on your back. It's quite a nice position to be in. So what I would encourage you to do is to bring these breath techniques into your everyday routine, your everyday lifestyle. Because what that will do is it will really encourage you to get hold of your anxiety and a hold of any of these panic attacks from occurring. So the next breath that we're going to look at, it's in many different parts. We're going to break it down into different parts for you to just take your time and really hone in on what we're doing. So what you're trying to establish here is your internal kind of movement, your internal warmth and heat and energy. So in yoga, energy is known as prana, and what we want to do is to get out of that fight or flight situation where we're feeling really stressed, really anxious, we don't know what to do. We want to start to build that warmth, that energy in our body to allow us to just relax and let go. We do this through what's called Ujjayi breath, which means, translates as ocean breath. And it's called that for a reason. Once we get into the full swing of it, you'll understand why it sounds like the waves of the ocean coming in and then back out into the ocean. So what I want you to first of all do is I want you to take a big deep breath in through the nose. And then I want you to imagine through your mouth you're going to blow out some candles on a birthday cake. Just do that a few times. And now close the eyes. And do it again with the eyes closed. And just notice how you feel as you inhale the breath and exhale the breath out. So when you inhale that breath, really draw that energy up. And when you exhale the breath, just allow that energy to just dissipate out into the universe. So now what we're going to do, if you open your eyes, we're going to inhale the breath. And then we're going to exhale the breath, but through the nose. So it's so come with me, close the eyes, inhale and exhale. So with the eyes still closed, now take your hands back to your belly. And on your inhale, belly comes up into the hands. And on your exhale, draw that belly away. A couple of more breaths like this. Inhaling and exhaling. And now open the eyes again, and we're going to do another part of your Ujjayi breath. So we want to keep this prana, this energy, in this middle part, so from our throat all the way down to the perineum area, which is the area of your vagina. So what you want to do is construct the throat slightly when you breathe out. So inhale, and then when you breathe out, just start to see if you can really constrict that throat. So try again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you should start to sound a little bit like Darth Vader. So you're inhaling and exhaling, keeping that energy in here. Now the next part, if you can do this, if you feel comfortable in doing this, is you want to constrict the perineum. So imagine you need a wee and you need to clench to keep it in. So what I want you to do is inhale the breath, and draw that in, draw that perineum in and up. And then when you exhale, constrict the throat. So when you inhale, you're drawing that breath up, you're keeping it in, and it's coming all the way up through the chest, up to the heart. And then when you exhale, you're not letting go of that breath, you're allowing it to release back down by constricting the throat. So close the eyes, pop your hands on your knees now, and we'll try 3 breaths of full Ujjayi. So inhale, perineum in and up, exhale, throats constricted. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now this breath is a really, really good breath to do when you are in a position, and it's the breath that we adopt when we are moving through postures in yoga. And the reason we do that is to keep that energy that we are creating when we're moving in our bodies, and that will give you heat, it will give you more energy, and it will keep the blood flowing healthily. So what we can look at next is coming into a specific movement with breath whilst we try and sort out this anxiety. Now, one of the things that you should be aware of is that when you are anxious, you hold all of that tension in your hips. So you have a muscle around the back of the body, back of the buttocks, called the Psoas muscle, which is, the spelling is Psoas, Psoas. And that muscle is the biggest muscle in the body. And as soon as you get stressed or anxious, depressed, unwell, or if you're prone to not moving enough, it's quite static, that muscle will just start to get more and more contracted, and it will tense and tense and tense and tense and tense. Because that's the biggest muscle in the body, that will then send signals through all of the other muscles, through your organs, and up to your brain to tell you that you are stressed. So hips are really important when you are trying to navigate stress. So what I want you to do is come into just a simple position, nothing fancy. So on your back. So we'll just move body out of the way a minute. So come onto your back, and you might want a cushion for your head. That's absolutely fine. So just bring this little cushion behind my head. So we've got that there. So bend the knees and plant the feet on the yoga mat. And all I want you to do is bring your right ankle onto your left knee. And if that is as much as you feel you want to do, then that is fine. So let's just try that simple position first. Now what I want you to do to protect this right knee, I want you to flex this right foot, and I want you to imagine that someone is pushing on this right knee away from you. So you might need to wiggle that ankle over a little bit. And just start to notice how that feels in your right hip. Now you might need to engage the glutes and the hamstrings slightly here. So once you're in that position, pop your hands on your tummy, and then we'll start our Ujjayi breath. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, draw that perineum up, and exhale, restrict that throat. Keep going. So remember, we're trying to ignite this fire from the base of our spine, bringing it all the way up through the front body, all the way up to the throat, keeping that flow going. So let's do the other side. So left ankle on right knee, flex the left toes, and then just draw that knee away from you so that the hips are in line. Notice how that feels in your left hip. And then we'll begin. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going with your breath. So start to close your eyes and focus on your breath. Focus on where the breath is moving from and to. At the same time, keep those toes flexed and press that knee away from you. One more breath. And then just come back to center. Give your knees a bit of a hug. Come one way, the other way. Just ease out any tension. Now, if you want to go deeper with this, we'll just come back with the right leg, and I'll just show you quickly. So you still want to keep that foot flexed, but this time you want to lift the torso up slightly just for a moment. Bring the right arm through, lift that left leg up, and interlace the fingers behind the left leg. Then you want to be able to come all the way back down onto the mat. Now you might feel a gentle tug in the right hip now. Remember, keep that right foot flexed, and now flex the left foot. And again, you're focusing on your right knee away from you in space, trying to keep both hips in line on the mat. If you want a deeper stretch from here, you simply straighten that left leg up and draw this leg in, draw the left leg in as you really press that right knee away from you. Close the eyes and let's do 3 Ujjayi breaths on this side together. If this is too much, then just back off. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Release both legs down to the ground. We'll do the other side. Left ankle on right knee, left arm through, interlace the fingers, flex both feet, release your shoulders back down, and start to move that left knee way in space towards the front of your yoga mat. This might be enough for you, or you might want to deepen the stretch, extending that right leg up. Flex the feet, draw the right leg in, extending the left leg away. close the eyes, 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Well done. So just drop the legs down, and then we'll just come all the way up onto our mat. So one of the other postures that you can do, which is actually exactly the same as that posture, but you're on your front, is pigeon pose. You do get a deeper stretch in pigeon pose, so you could try that as well, which is really good for the hips. Another alternative to what we've just done, if you still don't feel like you're getting much of a stretch, is to come up to the wall. So I'm going to show you what to do. So what you want to do is you want to just get your hips as close to the wall as you can, and then you're going to just come all the way around and bring your legs up to the wall. So what you want to do now is start to move your legs down the wall, and then just shuffle your back away from the edge of the wall. So you've got a nice bend in the knee here. Now what's really nice, I love this, is take that left, we'll go left leg first, left leg on your right knee. Now you'll need to buck the hips up first, take it across, and then drop it down. Now because you've got the momentum of the wall, you should really feel this now in your left hip. And there's no need to grab onto your leg or think about anything in space. All you need to do is just maybe take the arms up above your head, flex that left foot, and now breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring your arms back up for a second. Just unwind the leg. And then we'll take the other side. So again, bringing that right leg over, bump the hips up, right ankle on the left knee, and then slowly take the hips down, extending that knee away from you, flexing that right foot. And then once you've got your maximum stretch, it feels good for you. If you want to, take your arms above your head and breathe. So just do your breath in your own time. So remember, we are designed to move, and if you're having recurring panic attacks, this is a sign that you really do need to look in to becoming more connected with your breath and your body. And this is a wonderful way to just take time out. So rather than try to fill your day with too much, 5-10 minutes in the morning, 5-10 minutes in the evening can be so beneficial. And then bring your arms back over. Move your right leg, bring it down. And then to get out of this, just roll yourself onto your right side. Use your left hand to just press yourself up. And then I just come back. There we have it. some techniques for you to really help with stress, anxiety, and overall panic attacks. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for your time. Namaste.